Games make money, and more games make more money, so it's a game franchise's job to make as many games as possible. You know, for the money. The problem is, you can't just pump out 4 2D platformers every single year, because then you're just left with 94 2D platformers. And nobody's gonna buy the same game for like the 9th time in a row. My bad. You've gotta diversify. Find different mediums, hit different audiences, different genres. And that's what spin-offs are for. Games that spin off into their own thing. Succeed in making a spin-off, and it can become more popular than the game it's based on. Fail at a spin-off, and do you think God gave us free will for this? Mario's kind of the poster boy for spin-offs when you think about it. He's got Mario Kart, Mario Party, Paper Mario, Mario and Luigi, Mario Sports. Mario is missing? There are a lot of them. Let's start with my favorite. We're making a pinball tier list. Mario Pinball Land. It was a Game Boy Advance 2004 title. Mario, just like this. The plot is that Mario and Peach go together to an amusement park where they get turned into a ball by the sphericizer? Where's that in the Mario timeline? Bowser kidnaps Peach while she's a ball, so Mario decides to turn into a ball to save her. Oh my god. It's your standard pinball game. Mario has to collect stars in order to advance worlds, and each world is guarded by a boss. I can't get over how the game looks though, like, that's the Game Boy Advance. For as weird as the spin-off is, it's not the only one. Actually, it's not even the oldest one. Mario's been doing weird spin-offs since like the SNES. Yoshi Safari was a first-person shooter. Released in 1993, the game used the SNES's very own Super Scope. It was a toy gun, which meant wherever you shot in the TV, the shot actually recorded in-game. It's the same thing something like, say, Duck Hunt used. And honestly, I don't think it even looks that bad. It reminds me of arcade shooters that have like the little stands. Honestly, it kind of sucks that this didn't even perform very well. I wonder why. Why did they release it the same day as Mortal Kombat? There's also a Mario Dance Revolution game. I think I'm gonna leave Mario there. How about Kirby, my bread and butter, my one true love? Kirby's actually got quite a handful of spin-offs, but most of them are pretty reasonable. You've got your pinball, S tier by the way, your block ball, your a lot of balls. The 3DS was very eventful for Kirby as we had 2 mainline games, a remake, and a boatload of spin-offs. See, the mainline titles had mini-games which Nintendo thought would be profitable to turn into actual spin-offs. These are all fine and dandy games, but one of them is a bit weirder than the others. Dedede's Drum Dash Deluxe. That's right, you get to play as the King of Dreamland himself. That's right. The gameplay's got beef to it. It's a rhythm game where you have to jump on these drum platforms and gauge how high you're gonna jump depending on the obstacles in front of you. It's got a surprising amount of difficulty, especially if you're trying to perfect the songs. Having to learn the layout of the level and learn every single trick that it has up its sleeve is honestly really fun. The problem is the runtime. It's like 30 minutes. 30-minute games are awesome, but like, you know, it's 30 minutes. I'll still give it 3Ds out of 3 though. Long before the 3DS though, there used to be a Kirby anime. It and a bunch of other Foxbox shows got Game Boy Advance e-reader cards, which could be used to play games. What do you think Kirby got? This is some kid's first and only Kirby game. Reminds me of another franchise with a really bad puzzle spin-off. Sonic Eraser was released on the Sega Mega Modem, a Japanese exclusive add-on to the Sega Genesis. It's a very simple puzzle game. Pieces will drop in a random lineup, and if you're able to connect 3 pieces, you'll attack the other player. The game perplexes me. It's incredibly simple. It has basically no graphics, no substance. What is it? It has absolutely nothing of note except for the fact that, like, maybe it has the worst title screen of all time. Well, except, you know. Versus is the name of this track. I feel bad for you. I feel bad for playing this. It's like getting hit in the head with a metal pipe and then having to deal with a concussion before getting hit again. And the McDonald's Sprite sounds in the back, they don't help. This isn't even the only track in the game. This sounds like my brain trying to function after the 20 metal pipes to the head. For the sake of your sanity and your ears, I'll stop now. I'd be an idiot not to mention the other Sonic puzzle game from around the same time, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, but there are more spin-offs to talk about. To quickly name a few, there's the Sonic Pinball game, B tier by the way, the Sonic DS RPG game, and Sonic Labyrinth! Can we get to the anime? Persona! The guy from Smash! Which one? The Persona games are actually examples of spin-off series that become more popular than the main game franchises, as the Persona series is a spin-off series of Shin Megami Tensei. The games are RPGs, but over time, the Persona games started to focus more on and became more well-known for the social simulation and time management aspects. As well as this fucking soundtrack, dude. The games were popular, so obviously they were gonna make spin-offs. Tactics games, hack and slash games, fighting games, gacha games, a lot of remakes. But what now, may you ask? Dancing. Persona 4 Dancing All Night was a 2015 rhythm game in which the characters of Persona 4 they dance all night. That's what they do. They dance. It's just funny to me. It's like this is the same series, by the way. The soundtrack of the games are amazing, but like a dancing spin-off wasn't my first choice, but it was mad successful. How about the cowards at Nintendo try Mario Dance? Oh. Due to its popularity, a Persona 3 dancing game ensued, but due to Persona 5 being the most popular thing on Earth, they decided to make a joint release of both games. They made joint sequels to a spin-off series to a main franchise. All for dancing. As for the game's quality, they're rhythm games, so they're obviously fun, but like, they're also funny as shit. I'm very happy. We've exclusively talked about AAA games, but not even indie games are safe from weird spin-offs. Take Super Meat Boy for an example. There was a point where Super Meat Boy was basically the hottest indie game on Earth. It had great gameplay, a unique art style, and it was kind of the only one of its kind for when it came out. Then it fucked off for 10 years, but we don't talk about that. Then Super Meat Boy Forever released as a 2020 sequel that was an auto runner? Safe to say, what? Very peculiar choice of genre and timing. Basically nobody talked about the game. But all was well as they had another game that they were planning to release in the Meat Boy universe. Dr. Fetus's Mean Meat Machine. I said I wouldn't talk about you. Dr. Fetus's Mean Meat Machine, or bitch as I want to refer to it, is a Puyo Puyo-like puzzle game where you have to connect these meat blobs without touching any hazards. It's perfectly serviceable puzzle game. The hazards are a strange inclusion. They're very unique, but not very fun. Just play Puyo Puyo, bro. It's such an odd game. The original Super Meat Boy was a precision platformer. What part of that translates to Puyo Puyo? Just make more Meat Boy. It felt like it was made for the title alone. It was made for the title alone, wasn't it? Super Meat Boy and Pinball Arcade are coming to the Wii U Wii Shop? Fuck, that's close enough for me. Let's finish the video with what might be the most infamous weird spin-off of all time. I said I wouldn't talk about you again. Hotel Mario is a fucking enigma, okay? It was made for the Philips CDI, so it wasn't even made for a Nintendo console. The art is weird, the plot is weird, the game is weird, the everything is weird. The gameplay is kind of ass. It's a puzzle game where every single door in the hotel has to be closed. The game consists of you figuring out how to close them and dealing with closing them while enemies are swarming you. But trust me, nobody cares about Hotel Mario for the gameplay, they care about it for the fucking...
I hope she made lots of spaghetti! Know what they say? All toasters toast toast. No?
I'm sorry, I'm reading the wiki. Wait. The Cheese Hotel was proposed during the concept phase and had concept artwork drawn for it, but the development team refused the idea, with Vinola calling it awful, and the artist responsible for it was fired. Wow. Hotel Mario was part of a deal after Nintendo dissolved an agreement with Philips to make a CD add-on for the SNES. They were originally gonna make the CD add-on with Sony, but eventually changed it to Philips. That, designed by Sony, ended up becoming the PlayStation. In short, Hotel Mario's fucking weird, man. Weird spin-offs are just that, weird. And these were the weirdest that I could find. Or at least the ones I wanted to talk about. I had to cut down the Mario section. Rest in peace, Mario teaches typing. It's easy to point and laugh at these for being kind of absurd, but For every Yoshi Safari, there is a Mario Kart. They tried new things, different things, and these games are better for it. They're kind of a time capsule of their era. Some of them deserve a second chance, some of them don't, but they're unique, and the world is better for them. They're art. If you have a weird spin-off I didn't talk about here, make sure to leave them in the comments. I read and heart every comment, but in the end, what matters is the pinball tier list, baby. Hey everyone, it's Bad Luck Boy here, and I might have added a few games off screen.